up, beautiful people? This is Pretty Girl Love Trap content. What's up, beautiful people? It's Pretty Girl Love Trap content. Good morning. It's the morning after. It's a Sunday morning, and it's a blissful morning. Okay, guys? How are y'all doing today? We are here to discuss Power Book 2 Ghost. Okay, season 3, episode 5. It's the mid-season situation going on here, and yes, they did not disappoint. It was a pretty good episode. I was a little frustrated at times, I must admit, but we're gonna talk about it, y'all, because this woman on this screen right here is diabolical. Okay. She do not play at all. Like, oh Lord, Kanye said it best. How could you be so heartless? Like, Monet Tejada, child. Ugh. We need to raise a Monet, because if you like this now, like what in the world happened in your childhood to where you just don't care about nothing? Oh gosh, oh my God. But please, y'all, before we get into it, please make sure you are liking this video, subscribe to my channel. Please also make sure you share me if you think you have coworkers, friends, family, church members. I don't care. If you think they may like my content, please share me. And if you're watching the replay, please let's get in the comments, but let's have fun while we live up in the chat, okay, like we always do. Kara K. DeMarcus, Big Wolf, what's up? David Williams, good morning. Daria, good morning. Ronald Cameron, HEA, how are y'all doing? How are you doing? DeMarcus, you may be onto something here. You said Monet is the worst mother in the Power universe. Cause child, oh my God, it's a lot. Yes, I agree. Manipulating Gordo to kill Lorenzo is not a smart move, but she's selfish. She wanted the job done. And I didn't think she was gonna do it herself, and she figured out a way. She figured out a way to get it done. What would the redneck say? Get her done. And that's exactly what had happened. Oh my gosh. But let's kind of go in order and, go to the beginning of the episode. Okay. This was a little, I don't want to say confusing to me, but last time I checked, she was at the penthouse while they was wrapping things up. And when they initially showed us, the aftermath of the scene, when they was at the Tejada house, Davis McLean told Monet, okay, they're going to take you. You're going to go to the precinct. You and Diana, you're going to be separated. They're going to ask for your statements, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, why are we here now in this episode obtaining statements? It doesn't make sense. I'm like, we would have done that at the precinct. Like, did we leave the penthouse to go back to our, regular house to get statements? Like, it doesn't make sense. Then we have Jenny, of course, and Blanca coincidentally over here taking statements. I'm like, Blanca, you're DEA. Jenny, you work for the DA, so I can kind of see that. But I'm like, okay, I understand we got to work all these characters in to, to make it congruent in a sense, but at the same time, I'm like, this doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe I'm being petty. Maybe I should just go with the flow a lot more. I don't know, but this definitely seemed off. Of course, we have good old Poppy in the middle, listening on Monet and her statement, and of course, Diana is Sex. They're in the back, giving their statement, what have you. And of course, Blanca ain't really feeling nothing they are saying. Jenny, she has her line of questioning And Davis was like, all right, Nancy Drew, what else you got? Because we ain't got oh, Jenny gets no respect up here in these streets, okay? And she has the nerve to ask, okay, yeah, this is, the most important question I have to ask. How did you get a hold of your gun so quickly? And I'm like, this. I understand where Jenny is going because she's trying to find a loophole because she don't believe this whole self-defense mess. But that wasn't the question. That's not the gimme gotcha question. Like all Monet had to say is like, I got the blicky on my hickey at all times. Like, what are you talking about, girl? I'm in these streets selling these drugs. Like, what you talking about, girl? But that's neither here nor there, okay? Oh my gosh. What's up, Greta? How are you? Thank you for coming through. So Davis tells Monet a couple things, okay? And this is the thing about Monet. She don't listen to nobody, okay? If you're not going to listen to anyone, please have it in your heart to take heed of what your lawyer is telling you, okay? He done told you a few important things that backfire. We already saw what happened in that conference room with Whitman, okay? He was talking too much. So he tells Monet to be careful about your few next moves because you don't know who's going to be watching you. That's one. Apparently, she didn't care nothing about that advice, okay? And then he also tells her, make sure your entire family's alibis are going to be checking out because, we need to make sure we have an airtight situation in case we have to take this to court. Now, when Monet and your girl Diana was over here conspiring against Whitman, we had the rest of the clan over there selling guns to the white racist malicious group. So, yeah. We're gonna have to figure that out if push comes to shove and we need to figure out where the entire family was in terms of the police. All right. So this is going to be interesting. I feel like, of course, power does not really throw away any lines. So we just gonna have to see what that come of. But at the end of the day, this Whitman thing is going to stick around. And I won't be mad. I won't be mad because Monet, you are doing too much, ma'am. Too much. You low-key like Tariq. Like, death is all around you, girl. You are bad luck. You bad juju. Like, everybody dropping like flies around you. So, at this point, it is what it is with Monet, okay? So, we have the classroom scene, and I know some people don't enjoy it, but I really love this classroom scene. I love all the classroom scenes because we don't have a lot of shows where we can, that can actually illustrate what the minds of, the youth may be thinking. At the end of the day, this class, is many ethnicities, multiracial, and they're having some really intelligent conversation about America. And the state of America now, the state of America in terms of their viewpoint. So it's really a lot of intelligent dialogue going on in this scene and all the scenes. So I truly do appreciate it. Of course, we have Professor Bennett, she got a special guest, aka her ex/new future boo, Tate. Okay, he back up in the classroom. Of course, Rushandria, she going up like she really getting a whole good paycheck up in there, but she gets some college credit, so I guess that's cool. But they're pretty much talking about America and pretty much what it represents. And what is the foundation? Is it, based off of second chances? But you already know I'm low-key team Effie. So she had to get the people together, okay? She pretty much told them, like, hey, inequality is the foundation of America, not redemption. Okay. I was like, yes, Effie, like, yes, talk that talk, boo-boo. Okay. Of course, we have privileged. I'm gonna call him Connor, all right. And he's talking about, my family has sacrificed too. They left their family over there in Europe. And, we came over in the Mayflower, and all the white people's like, oh my God, I can't believe he said this. But we have some great dialogue with Braden's sister as well, Becca. Becca is low-key woke, okay, y'all, and I appreciate that because we got Goofy behind the Fort Dork, Braden over here just messing up plays, and then we got Trace over there just the Coke machine. So I'm so happy that we have a decent Weston up in here that's using the brain for good. But I do still feel like Becca may die of an overdose, but we gonna have to see. All right. So we in class having this good conversation, and Tariq don't get no type of breaks, okay? Tariq over here trying to get his education, and he getting texts from Monet. Pretty much, she wants him to find out if International Guap. I'm like, is this his real like street name? Like for real, for real. International Guap. All this man goes is probably the DR and to the Bronx. What you talk about International Guap? 90% of the Dominicans go back and forth from the Bronx and the DR in New York. So why is he International Guap? I don't know, but this is hilarious to me. Maybe they got nicknames like, the ASAPs, ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferb, or what have you. But I'm like, International Guap, okay, go off. But she over there asking Tariq to confirm if, he actually, where he was when, Zeke died or whatever. So, of course, you got to keep this in mind. But, of course, coincidentally, he has tape there in the classroom. So, when class is, adjourned or what have you, dismissed, he was like, yeah, I got some information for your little Fed buddies, okay? So, word on the street is that International Guap killed Zeke. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he has to make it good, for Tate. He was like, well, Zeke is pretty much our generation's, Len Bias. And I'm like, oh, we got to bring up Len Bias. First of all, it's a whole other situation. Len Bias died of, I believe, was it coke or crack? I feel like it was crack. Yeah, it was crack because Len Bias, if y'all don't know, he was NBA prospect. Actually, he died. He had an overdose either the night before or the night of his draft, I believe, because at the point the Celtics was signing him. So I'm trying to think. I can't remember exactly the timeline, but he pretty much was a shoe-in already for the Celtics when he died. Okay, and that blew up. Like he was like low key the LeBron at the time. This was like the early '80s. HEA, you said Coke OD. Okay, because I could have sworn it was crack because that kind of. His death kind of stirred up a lot of new laws and what have you when it came to the crack epidemic. So I could have sworn it was crack, but I could be wrong. Hey, Jacoby, what's up? You say you think he got drafted. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he got drafted already. And it's funny because Snowfall did a little scene about him a couple seasons ago. They kind of illustrated, his case and pretty much what that did for the crack era. But I'm like, okay, we're kind of, correlating Len Bias with Zeke. In terms of the popularity, maybe, but this is two totally situations. But I'm gonna let it go. It was cool. It was cool. Okay, so Martha, you said cocaine as well. Okay, so yes. Okay, something that just rang in my bell in my head. Yes, it was definitely coke. Crack, that would have been bad though. Ooh, child. But nonetheless, we over here, trying to correlate history for the people, okay? I'm just saying. Ronald Cameron said Len Bias, I believe it was 1986 when he OD'd. This was after the Celtics won the title. Okay. But I definitely knew he was going to be a Celtics. But child, did I even say that right? A Celtics? That don't even sound right, y'all. Excuse me, okay? All grammatical errors need to be excused because your girl is tired, okay? I is tired. We in the trap. We don't be over here correcting each other, okay? So excuse me, all right? Oh, Lord. See, I thought I was going to like Uncle Luke. I really did. But nah, bro. I can't F with Uncle Luke. Like, I could not deal with him and his low-key racism. Like, we over here trying to sell RSJ on this new business and investment venture with this new tech company over in Lamont. Oh, I said Lamont. God, dog. Milan. All right. I can't wait. I'm going to take a nap after this, y'all, because I ain't get enough sleep, apparently. Okay. So we got Kiki over here, okay, because we love Kiki over here for now, all right? She's our, internal tech guru. Okay, we know Kiki doing all the due diligence, doing all the research. Okay, she's spewing off all the facts about this company. All right, and so we're like, yeah, RSJ, since you are our first little limited investor, we want to give you first dibs on this situation. They about to blow up. What Martin said, they about to blow up. All right, so we need to make sure we get you on board. All right. So of course, they're like, what? Thank you for letting us use your private jet. Short notice. He's like, sure thing, okay? Because we making billions over here, okay? We don't care about no jet fuel. We got this. We got this. All right. So he was like, yeah. Lucas like, yeah. I'm gonna bring Braden along, to kind of assist us. And I'm like, yeah, this is where the nepotism comes from. All right. Meanwhile, in the next sentence, he said, yeah, Braden and Tariq has done some extensive research. It could have been him or Kiki, but long story short, we find out that Tariq was doing all the damn work. But we taking Braden to Milan. And RSJ, he peeped that. He was like, nah, bro, Tariq, you will be coming to translate, right? Because you are the only one that speaks Italian. Another reason to take Tariq St. Patrick to this lovely trip. And, Luke was like, well, he's not really qualified. Yeah, he was like, well, he was qualified to sign me. I was like, you got this boy whole inheritance built in your raggedy trust. He over here doing all the work while last couple weeks ago, we saw an intern snorting coke, taking naps. But Tariq actually out here doing the work. But he don't deserve a little trippity trip. RJ, nah. He was like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, Tariq, he coming. But you, Lucas, you can stay, okay? I don't really need you, okay? I like to throw off people, so, they would expect you to come because, Luke, he was trying to save him. Well, the principals are expecting me. They're expecting my presence. And RJ was like, nah, bruh, I'm good. We can go ahead. I can handle this on my own, okay? Tariq, yeah, you coming. So Tariq, being a astound boyfriend that he is, he was like, well, I do got a date plan with my girlfriend. Kiki's like, she understands. Like, Kiki, shut up. Okay, Kiki, shut up. You're not in our relationship, okay? He was like, well, my girlfriend, she actually is majoring in engineering, and specializing in robotics. So I think this will be a great trip. He was like, you don't got to sell me, young brother. You ain't got to sell me. We got enough room on the PJ for you and your boo. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. I need friends like RSJ up in here. I'm just saying. RSJ for president. Maybe not, because I don't know what skeletons this man got, because we know he got some skeletons, all right? So, Tariq meet up with Monet. And I'm like, Monet, this fur, I don't say fur, this fur, I'm just saying, I need this in my life. I need the fur in my life. Where can I get it? I probably can't afford it, but where can I get it? I could find me a dupe. Goes to Amazon. Where can I find this fur, Monet? Nonetheless, she, goes up, meet Tariq. They're over there. Long time don't see. He was like, yeah, the last time I saw you, Whitman was alive. I was like, dang, Tariq, why you gotta blow up the spot like that, Tariq? Then he low-key sudden, I don't know. I felt like it was sudden a little bit, questioning her. Talk about, you sure you weren't followed here? She was like, I'm good. I'm always safe. I was like, well, that's a lie, Monet. But Tariq was hella funny. That was funny to me. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. He questioned Monet like, can I trust you? You got people following you. That's something you ask like somebody who just, in the game for 5 minutes. Like, he asking Monet, and she doing her due diligence. That was hilarious to me. But he pretty much confirms that international guap did not kill Zeke. He was in the DR, okay? And so she like, are you sure? He was like, it cannot get more sure than this, okay? My sources are for real. And of course, we know his source because right before then, in the Western meetings, Hate text Tariq said, hey, you lying MFer. So at this point, we can assume that Hate took the information that Tariq gave him in class about international guap. And of course, the feds, they reference and check where international guap was. Therefore, Tate went back to Tariq. Okay, you lying. That pretty much signaled to Tariq, like, hey, international guap's alibi checks out. And of course, now we can tell Monet that, yeah, it wasn't international guap. Okay. Hey, support gaming, what's up? You said Monet needs to go. I am not opposed to that at all. Okay. DeMarcus said Tariq was very disrespectful to Tariq. Tariq feeling himself. He feeling himself just a little bit. Okay. HA said Tate never fails me. That's what I'm saying. Like, Tate, he'll give you a little bit, but you gotta give him a lot. It's definitely some give and take with Tate. Okay. And I'm like, at this point, Tariq, you paying $5 a week for Tate. You need to be pressing him 5 times a week for some information. Like, I'm just saying. I'm not just about to be paying you and not getting nothing, sir. Hey, Carrie, you said a great twist would be that Kiki is Noma's daughter. Just a thought. Child. Well, how old would Noma got the damn be? Kiki look like she a good 23 at best. I don't know. It could be, you know, little teenage Brenda had a baby situation. I don't know, child. But we'll get to Monet and her little twisted love life in a minute. So Monet pulls up at Kay. He over there playing poker. So she asking Kay, like, hey, who told you international guap killed Zeke? He was like, Pops did. Because at first he's a little stutter. He was like, you know, hesitate. She was like, did you bet your hearing in the game? Monet said, did you bet your hearing in the game? If y'all ain't catch that, I cackled. That shit was funny to me, okay? And so he was, you know, pretty much knowing that, okay, she's sniffing around like a little hound dog around here. I need to be on my P's and Q's to protect my daddy because I don't want him to die, okay? So he's backing up the story like, hey, well, it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Whoever beat up Drew killed Zeke. You know, we was having beef with the guaps, like 2 + 2 is 4, Monet, like, just leave it alone. She was like, all right, cool, yeah, all right. But we already know that, all right. We know that look, okay? We don't trust that look. So Kate, oh, child, he tried. He sure tried hardest to keep his daddy alive this episode. I got to give him that, all right? So, we over here at the hangar. I'm like, oh, we using Mecca's hangar again? Oh God, I mean, we got the clothes budget, the wardrobe budget is up, so we got to reuse some things, okay? So RSJ over there, you know, talking to Tariq. Hey Savannah, how are you? Thank you for coming through. So he was like, you know, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this trip, sir. You know, I appreciate it. He was like, you don't gotta, you know, thank me, young blood. He was like, well, my girlfriend, you know, she was in robotics class and the professor gave me some information on Navona. So yeah, we need to chop it up because this could be very useful, you know, when we have our meeting. He was like, all right, let me, you know, talk to the pilot. We're gonna discuss this. I was like, yes, Effie Morales coming through. Good job, little sis. Okay. Meanwhile, Braden, oh my God. Brayden don't have a serious bone in his body, okay? He over there telling Kiki, like, yeah, you better rest up. I'm about to take my nap. Because when we land, oh, yeah, it's about to be on a pop. We about to be hitting all the clubs up in here, okay? And she was like, Brayden, we're not coming on this trip for pleasure. This is strictly business. He was like, well, I hear what you're saying, but not really, okay? So he walks off with the AirPods. And he drops his phone, and it makes the loudest clankety clank. And I'm like, even if it was in your pocket, you don't feel a difference in weight in your pocket, Braden. Like, this is why he can't be no drug dealer. Because I'm like, Braden, you just, oh my God. Oh my, he frustrates me so bad, y'all. Oh my God, he frustrates the hell out of me. So, of course, Kiki picks up the phone and tries to call him, Braden. She tried to get his man his phone back. The only other thing she could have did was, you know, running her heels, but the heels look expensive, so she ain't about to do all that. So, I'm so aggravated. I don't even know how I feel about this, y'all. So she sees all these notifications come up on Braden's phone. certain amount, showing him that, hey, this amount has been deposited in your cash coin account. Like, she's seeing these deposits. Of course, we talk about Kiki here. Kiki is the backbone of Western Holdings, if you ask me. Okay, she's Uncle Luke right hand man, so you can't tell me that she don't know the ins and outs of the operation. So yes, it's looking fishy that Braid is getting all these deposits when it comes to Crash Coin. Okay, so she's looking like, okay, I take a mental note because this doesn't add up. I don't recall no correlation between Braided and Crash Coin, which I never really felt it was the best idea, because y'all peeped when we got introduced to the people who was behind Crash Coin. They look shady as hell. Shady as hell. Like, these ain't the type of people. Yeah, we doing some dirty work, so we need to correlate ourselves with some people that's willing to get their hands dirty. But these are the type of people that double cross you. Especially, we got all these good coins coming in. Like, this is going to be a problem. So we just have to determine if Kiki is going to be Team Braden or Team Braden in the drug game versus Team Uncle Luke and Weston Holdings. We just gonna have to figure out which way she gonna go. We already know that she's about that bread. Okay, so wherever the bread goes, I'm feeling she gonna go that way, and I feel like it's gonna be Braided in them, because I have a feeling that Uncle Luke ain't paying her worth. I'm sure the check stubs ain't really calculated to what Kiki really means and the value she holds at Weston Holdings. All right. And then I further got upset. I'm like, Braden, now get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It looks innocent to the naked eye to have these notifications pop up on your screen. But I'm like, Braden, we need to be a little more discreet about our business. Like, can't you not have notifications? Because ain't like you over there doing the groundwork and the orders. I'm sure we got other people handling that. You ain't over there pouring their coffee cup. You're not storing their baggie of drugs. So you don't really need these notifications that pop up on your screen, bro. We just need a little more discernment when it comes to Braden, and this where he falls as a drug dealer. This ain't your regular stock and bond corporation. But go off, Braden. I like you, but I need you to tighten up. I need you to tighten up. Meanwhile, Effie, she is on a cloud. Now, I ain't never seen Effie smile so hard. I ain't never seen Effie's 32 teeth as much as I seen it in this episode. And I love that for her, because all her life she had to fight. So now she on private jets. Real private jets. There's no Bow Wow challenge up in here. Okay. She got a boo with her. She good. We Gucci. We about to have a good old time. And mind you, she is definitely serving as an asset in this trip. Let's see what y'all talking about. Hey, Tamika, I'm not sure if I said hey or not. I appreciate you coming through. Jacoby said, Kiki better fall in line because she will get dropped. I think she's safe for now, at least. She may definitely serve as an asset. We just, I don't know. We just got to keep our eye out on her. Support gaming. You said, do I think Braden will ever catch a body and take the game seriously? Because in one of the trailers to the season, he is shooting someone with Tariq. I think he will eventually. One, Kanan is definitely trying to collect on that body, okay? And Kanan looks like the type that always come back for the collections, okay? So I do feel like he will catch a body, but he's definitely going to be very resistant, very scared. I mean, I'm not expecting him to be John Wick at all. He's not John Wick. But I think Braden, like I said before, if you haven't caught the debate between Brillo and I, we had a debate, Brillo versus, I said Brillo versus, Braden versus Effie. And of course, I was Team Effie in that debate. And, I mentioned like, hey, I don't expect Braden to be John Wick or to catch a body. I just want him to understand when it comes to selling drugs, killing people may come with the territory. Okay. I'm just saying. But I do feel like at some point he will catch a body. Um, he definitely will be affected by it, none the least. I definitely feel like he would definitely go through some struggles. It's going to be that weird line, going into heaven and going to hell. I feel like when he crossed over to that hell line, it's going to be an eternal struggle. Because yes, selling drugs is bad, but when you start killing folk, for real, you're going to have to really deal with yourself in a certain way. It's definitely, a territory for internal struggle. And I don't know if Brady can handle that. We're gonna have to see. Hey Jay, what? Team Effie. Yes, when it came to Braden, the debate was pretty much who was best in terms of, characters and selling drugs. So that's pretty much what the basis of the debate was. But I definitely believe Team Effie is a much better person. I mean, in terms of character, and drug dealer than Braden. I mean, if you don't understand how and why, I just don't know what show you guys are watching, because Effie, especially in this episode, illustrated that she is much more of value than your boy Brady Bray. Okay. DeMarcus, you said you want to see Effie and Kiki square. See, why we gotta do that? Why we gotta do that? Come on, DeMarcus, we gotta be better as a people. We gotta be better as a people. We got two lovely, beautiful women's up in here, and you want them to throw hands. You want them to mud wrestle too, I suggest, okay? Oh my God. Jacoby, you said if Kiki got over her head, Braden will take a L, just like Tariq took an L with Lauren. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Kiki may be down, but to a certain extent. But we gonna have to see. So, Lord. Sorry. These cops be killing me. Oh God, so we got Jenny, Blanca, and Sax over there getting sauced up. Okay, they getting Lucy and Goosey with the Jameson. Okay. I'm sorry, I can't do brown liquor. The only time I can do brown liquor is like if I have like a Long Island, but I don't know. Like I heard, I definitely hear it's better when the terms are like hangovers and stuff. But I just can't do brown liquor. I be trying, but it don't work out. It don't work out. Nonetheless, they over here low key, reminiscing on how Whitman, he was overzealous, he was unhinged, but we should have listened to him. I'm like, Blanca and Jenny, if y'all not tired, can y'all find another case, please? Because Blanca has been investigating the St. Patrick's, Angela, everybody for a good about 4, 5 to 6 years at this point. Well, really not years in our lives, but in terms of the power timeline, it's been at least 2 years. Jenny, she was a prosecutor for on Tasha's case, okay, on Tariq's case. Now she's trying to, prosecute him again under the RICO. Like, Jenny, can you realize, like, you ain't effing with Tariq at this point? Like, can y'all just give up? Just give up now. Like, and Jenny was like, we need to make sure we over here not trying to be the next one in line to, get the bullet, okay? And I'm like, yes, Jenny, listen to yourself. Listen to your drunk self. They always say that's when the truth come out, all right? And I know your inner truth is telling you, I need to get out. I need to get out now while I have my life, because y'all just not understanding. Y'all not getting Reek. Y'all not getting Tariq. This is Power Book 2 Ghost. The emphasis on goals. You're not getting this man. And don't get me wrong, they got the case down pat. They understand what's going on. Like their trail that they're going, the path that they're going, they are definitely correct. But Sax, he was definitely spitting facts too. He was like, hey, sometimes good cops turn bad. They get overzealous. And he knows because he was there. He was ready to put a blicky, pull a blicky out on your boy Ghost and Truth. But low key, Tariq saved him from that. Oh Lord, Sax, he be trying. He be trying. Meanwhile, we got Poppy over here with Kane. They getting sauced up. And so, and this is why I swear I appreciate Cade so much in this scene. Okay, he's telling Poppy like, "Hey, I think she on to something. I think you just need to come clean and let her know what you did with Zeke. It was a mistake, right? So we need to just tell her." Poppy's like, "No, she would never forgive me. I'm not doing that." Like, oh my God, Poppy, this is the one time I want to be like, you should listen to Cade. You should listen to Kane, please. I can't really say that, but any other situation. But right now, you need to listen to Kane. But at the same time, I honestly feel like Monet would have tried to kill Lorenzo regardless. It would have been day 2 or day 60. I feel like regardless of when she would have found out about the quote unquote mistake, Lorenzo would have been out of here regardless, honestly. So I feel like it was really no way out of this. Really no way out of this. And so I ask you guys, who is really to blame for this? Do we blame Diana for even telling Poppy what was the contents of the bag? Because that got him revved up to go to the hangar. So are we blaming Diana or are we blaming Poppy? Because at the end of the day, Poppy a grown ass man, okay? He has, freedom to do whatever he wants to do. He was enraged and was, on his macho-ness and wanted to quote unquote save the family from Mecca. Oh Lord, it's a lot. It's a lot, but Poppy ain't trying to hear it. He's stubborn. He ain't trying to hear it. Monica M, you said Diana for opening her mouth as usual. BB, you said you blame Zeke. Why? He ain't know nothing. We gonna get into that too in a minute. Because Monet and Poppy had a great conversation. BB, you said I'm a daddy's girl. I don't blame Diana. Savannah, you said I thought Rock was grimy, but Monet takes the cake. Child. Whew, it's a lot. Kara K, you said loose lips, Diana. Support game, you said it's everybody's fault. That is definitely facts. That is definitely facts. BB, you said Zeke is responsible. He should have been taking calls from his siblings / cousins. Child. Savannah, you miss Lorenzo. You miss Poppy already? Come on, girl. You miss looking at Poppy. But I ain't mad. Yeah, Zeke knew. I ain't know nothing. Jacoby, you said Monet, Dante, Renzo at fault. Monet just emotional because of firstborn and exit player got killed. That's facts. Monet got on my damn nerves. Oh Lord. So Drew over here, he's definitely having a time of his life, okay? Because last week, old boy was trying to put his hand on your chest. You flung that thing away like it was a mosquito. But you over here all lovey-dovey. All lovey-dovey. With your new boo. Oh my God. I done lost his name that quick. Gordo. Oh Lord. Gordo. So yes. Gordo gets out of bed because he get a little notification, little text, what have you. So of course, your boy Drew was like, "What's going on, boo?" He was like, "Nothing, I'm good." He was like, "What's going on?" So he tells Drew that the CI he connected him with that they were shooting at is getting transported to the hospital, and he need to make sure the job is done. Okay, I'm like, yes, I'm here for the sense of urgency. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Everett who? Okay, I feel like Everett's still gonna come back in the car some type of way. Like maybe next episode, it may be season 4, but I feel like Everett is the loose end, and he may come back to Hana. For real. Okay, so Drew was like, really? Oh, so snitch does run in your blood. He was like, see, if I was really a snitch, I wouldn't tell you none of this. That don't make sense, Drew. And Drew was like, yeah, he is kind of right. But yes, we gonna go together because I need to make sure the job is done. I was like, yes, go behind him too, Drew, because we can't leave nothing undone, okay? Because at the end of the day, you shot that man in the back too. So I'm appreciative of Drew always willing to get things done, okay? What's up, Robbie Jr.? 68, how are you? Thank you for coming through. So, meanwhile, your girl Monet Tejada. Oh my God. Oh, Monet. This chick is so grimy. This chick is so grimy. She goes to Evelyn. Evelyn minded her good loving business. Okay, she got biscuits in the oven, bacon about to be fried. She's sweeping up. She getting ready for her customers for the day for her restaurant. Minding her own business. Okay, and Monet coming there on some fake grieving ish, like she care. And that's the thing. See, Evelyn should have peeped when Monet really started acting like she cared about her and her family. She was like, "Yeah, Monet, yeah, this ain't you. So you try to fool me on some BS, okay?" So long story short, Monet tells Evelyn that Bobby called a hit out on Frank, and that she understands the consequences that may bring. But she wanted Evelyn to be at peace. I said, Monet, you are full of ish. You are full of ish. Oh, God. And Evelyn, I ain't even gonna lie. She threw me off a little bit. She was like, I love Frank, but I love my kids even more. And I know if we were to retaliate, it's gonna be a war. And I'm like, see, look, that's what a mother does. That's what a mother does, Evelyn. You got to think 10 steps ahead. You can't be irrational like Monet over here, willing to sacrifice everything to satisfy her revenge. This is what I'm talking about, Evelyn. You got foresight. So of course, Monet, she a little salty, like, dang, she ain't take it. Dang, what I'm gonna do now? She ain't fall for the okie doke. And she let her know, like, hey, regardless of what happens, nobody should know about this conversation. Can I trust you? She's like, shit. Evelyn was like, shit, I can trust you far as I can throw you with the furs on. I'm like, see, Monet, you ain't. Oh my God. I'm so aggravated. Now, whoever's in the chat. Now, I'm trying to remember because I know Tariq told Kane that Uncle Frank was a snitch. And I know Kane relayed that to Monet. And I feel like Tariq had a conversation about Frank to Monet as well. And I feel like Monet went to Poppy when she was giving those conjugal visits. And she was pretty much letting, Poppy know about Frank. And I felt like Poppy was hesitant. But I don't really, I feel like she was the one that overranked Poppy when it came to the Frank situation. But y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Like that detail is a little blurry for me. And I did rewatch both seasons a couple weeks ago, but that particular part is a little blurry. So y'all let me know because I don't recall really Poppy. I think of course he had no choice to go along with it, but I definitely don't think he called the hit per se. Jacoby, you said Tariq told Kane, Frank snitch, Kane went to Monet and Diana. Yeah, I know that part, but I'm trying to remember the conversation that Monet had with Poppy when they discussed Frank. That's the part that I'm trying to recall. That's what I'm trying to. Tamika, you said she told Lorenzo after the fact. Okay. That's what I'm saying because I don't recall them having a conversation before she did what she did with Frank. Okay, that will make more sense. I'm like, I definitely know that Lorenzo didn't call the hit, but I'm trying to recall the conversation that Lorenzo and Monet had. So that clears it up. Thank you, Tamika. I appreciate you, boo. Um, Support gaming. You said, let's be real. For the actual reason Mo wants Lorenzo dead isn't because of Zeke. Is the fact that he hurt her ego by calling her out and being just responsible for Zeke's death. That's part of it too. It's a bunch of things. It's a bunch of things. Monet loved Rizzo since '93. Let's keep it a buck. She been ain't love that man. She's been wanting the throne. She been tired of him. Even after he came home, Diana was over there making blueberry muffins, and Monet was over there steak faced. She never really cared for that man. Once he went into prison, she ain't feel him since '93. And the fact that he mistakenly, quote unquote, killed Zeke, that was more of a reason. Be like, let's get him out of here. Let's get him out of here. Cold blooded. Hey, Monica M, you said Lorenzo would have called the hit if he knew about he ain't been in Stitch. Yeah, I believe that too. In a sense, the only pushback I have on that, I would have to evaluate how Poppy felt about snitching versus family. That's the only thing, because when it comes to family, that's like his law. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the snitch, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Poppy's, let's keep it real. Poppy's about the streets. So we know he ain't effing with no snitches. But when he comes down to having a situation where he realized that someone that he considered family is a snitch, that's where I feel like he may have had some internal struggle and struggles with making certain decisions. But let's keep it real, keep it funky. He probably would, at the end of the day, had to make the hard decision of either calling a hit on Uncle Frank or finding some alternate way of getting Frank away from him and his family. Hey, Kay from around the way. Hey, how are you doing? I love that name. Let's see here. Hey, VKJTV. Good morning. How are you? RP Renzo. Jacoby said after Kane told Monet and Diana, Monet basically told him to handle it. Frank wasn't saying Renzo said to come by the family, but Monet told him that Renzo didn't tell her that. Monet is she's a piece of work. Hey, Kay from around the way, you said, am I the only person who thinks Lorenzo was wrong for trying to blame Monet? He really could have left it as an accident. I have my thoughts about that, but I'm gonna get to that when we get to that scene. Let's move on real quick. So we in Milan, quote unquote. I mean, I feel like we just, of course, got some backdrops and stuff. I really don't feel like it was really in Italy, but it looked cute. It looked cute. Okay. So long story short, we meeting with Navona, and we trying to see what's going on with the deal. All right. So our initial, offering is 10%. A 10% situation. And Navona wants cash money, okay? And so, of course, by way of Effie, RSJ was like, I have some cute little information. Y'all been kind of holding on to something. Oh, y'all ain't think we know. Yeah, y'all got a little patent situation that's holding y'all up in the U.S., which is the reason why Western Holdings peeped y'all. And I also Uncle Luke know what he doing. That's what I'm saying. I don't trust Uncle Lucas. He know what he be doing. I'm just saying Western Holdings is going down. They going down, and I'm gonna be upset because Tariq got his inheritance all caught up in the BS. Okay, but let's move on before I go into a rant because I'm upset about that. So long story short, RSJ was like, I got caught up here in these streets, so I can make this little patent situation go away by Monday. So what that contract do, boo-boo, okay? And so he was like, y'all have till 5 p.m., the end of the business day today, to come up with your decision because we are requesting 20% partnership. Okay? And I'm like, all right, I'm feeling this. I'm like, Tariq, can we carve out like 2% for you? That's what I'm asking. I don't think that's much. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not. Meanwhile, Tariq, regardless if he in New York or Milan. He got a busy day. Okay. So he is going on a whole date with Effie. This day first date. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Okay. And like I said, I never see Effie smile so much. They had a cute little moment, you know. They're pretty much, discussing their relationship, and he, reveals that he loves her, and, they're having this little role play situation. And, long story short, what we came and got from this, Tariq wants a simple life. He wants pretty much to chill at the house and have a normal life. Tariq, you're 19, right? So when you was over there doing hood rat-ish with Kanan 3 years ago, you probably wouldn't have thought that you would desire a normal life at 19, would you? Okay. What was your daddy trying to do for years? Is to have a normal life. And you only 19, bruh. You only 19. And you tired already. Your daddy was 35 before he got a taste to be out the game. Oh my God, it's hilarious to me. But hey, of course, like Power, their date get interrupted by Noma and Obi, okay? And I'm like, see, oh my God, we didn't even get our meal yet. We didn't even get our meal yet. You over here interrupting me. So Noma was like, yeah, I was very interested when I find out that my biggest distributor is over here rubbing elbows with the likes of RSJ. And so Tarika reassured her, like, hey, we keeping these two things separate. I'm like, yeah, Tarika, because this is how you low-key is making the block hot a little bit, because you over here with a whole billionaire, but over here selling the drugs and the guns. But hey, at this point, he in a situation he can't really get out of at this point. All right. So, long story short, Noma said she got an ex. And she want Tariq to figure out a way to get this listening device out of her ex house. Okay. Because Mecca, this was Mecca's mission. But he dead. Therefore, Tariq got to figure out how to get this listening device out of this man's house. And I'm like, first of all, Noma, you sure can pick them, hun. You sure can pick them. Like, do you just sort out for these, ruthless, like, gangster-like people? Or do you make them that way? Like, what, girl? Oh, my God, Noma, you toxic. You toxic. So she was like, meanwhile, as we're talking about Mecca, do you guys know? Do you guys know who killed him? I'm like, stop playing with me, Noma. Stop playing. At this point, it don't even matter. We selling his drugs. We're selling his guns. You don't really seem like you're on mourning. So, girl, stop playing with us. So she was like, well, RSJ, the likes of him, it's very easy to get in my ex house. He be throwing parties every week, you know what I'm saying, on some Drake YOLO-ish. So y'all should be good to get it. So y'all figure it out. I'm ready for Noma to go. I'm ready for her to go. Like, I'm over her at this point. Like, I like the thought of her character, but I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not really feeling her. I don't know. Hey, Aisha, thank you so much for the Cash App last night. I was going to post it and thank you, but I feel like you was going to be up in here. So I wanted to verbally thank you for the Cash App. My phone wasn't near me when I was live last night. So I truly, truly appreciate it. It just, when you guys, think to give a content creator such as myself money that you guys make on your own and give it to us as a form of appreciation. Like, I appreciate that so much. So thank you, Aisha, for that Cash App. I truly, truly appreciate it. Like, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you again, girl. So, you also asked, why am I hating on toxic chicks? Don't get me wrong. I got bird in me sometimes. Hey. We all got a little toxicity in us, okay? But no much. She doing too much. She doing too damn much for me, okay? So meanwhile, Gordo and Drew, they are on their own Mission Impossible. Like, how did y'all feel about this episode in terms of the elements? Like, they had some different elements where it felt very off from Power, but I didn't dislike it. Like the whole scene with Brayden, getting beat up or what have you. Like, it definitely, like the vibe, not getting beat up is not on Power. Like, definitely getting beat up is definitely Team Power. But it just felt like the vibe and the way they was, directing and doing certain things. Like, I don't know, I was kind of liking it, but at the same time, it was still frustrating me because I'm like, we got to do all this no more. Like, we got to do all this. Anywho, Drew over here with Gordo, and they're over there, and they were just a little too late. You got to be quicker than that. So they trying to, get Mr. CI out of here. But ATF, everybody, all the alphabets up in the hallway. And so they was like, dang, we can't get to him now. But of course, we hear all the little codes that seemingly appear that your CI is going dead. Okay, he's dead at this point. So we over here peeping in the hallway, and we overhear fellow DEA agent telling Blanca that the CI, he's out of here, but his belongings is at the front desk. So of course Drew and Gordo was like, "No, we gotta beat her to it." So they beat her to get the CI's phone. Of course they hand her a knot. I was like, "Shit, let that be me. I don't know nothing. I'm just like Zeke. Blanca, what? I don't know nothing what you're talking about. I ain't never seen no phone. I ain't never seen no wallet. Like, who? I ain't even never heard of the patient. I don't know who you talking about, girl. You sure you at the right hospital?" Like, I would have been dumb as rocks for that knot right there, okay? But I'm a little nervous because if a situation come up where the CI didn't even have no family, Blanca gonna show up to old girl like, all right, keep it real. What's going on, boo boo? So I hope this is a detail we can leave, but I feel like Blanca gonna be Blanca, and she gonna realize this lady is lied, and we gonna be in a pickle, okay? Meanwhile, to further frustrate me, Drew and Gordo in the parking lot looking at the photos. I'm like, bro, can we go in the car? Can we drive off? Can we go to the nearest Burger King parking lot and do all this? Like, I was so aggravated because you couldn't tell me that Blanca wasn't going to come out the door and see these two fools looking at the phone. I'm just saying, like, why we got to do this right now? I understand the sense of urgency, but it's the location. It's the location. Can we just go to the car and look at this? But no, I guess we couldn't do that. But at the end of the day, to delete the photos of Brayden and Poppy, and they pretty much takes the SIM card out, do all that, and dispose of it. So I'm like, okay, it's seemingly done at this point, but I feel like we have not heard the last of this whole CI situation. Hey Moochie, how are you? Thank you for coming through, boo. Support gaming. You asked, you say you confused. Is this show trying to make Tariq the new Ghost or a soft ass Drew? Because Drew is doing ghost like moves, like the scene where he killed the trainer. I mean, he's definitely just like his dad, but I feel like they're building up Drew's character as well. But Drew, we definitely, it's a slow burn with Drew. It's definitely a slow burn with Drew. Once they, I would say stop focusing on his sex life, but once they give Drew more to do, I think we're gonna love it. But we just gonna have to see, child. We're gonna have to see. Aisha, you said Drew and Gordo, the new Bonnie and Clyde now. I want Drew to go have a seat. Oh gosh. Jay White said the hospital gotta have cameras. Yeah, and that's the reason why they had hoods and stuff. But you never know. They probably got an angle of their face. We don't know what they're gonna do. Yeah, Kara. I don't know why they I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh my God. I get frustrated. Hey, Big Wolf, you said the writers are so arrogant, just making scenes like this with them tearing the phone right in front of everybody. That's what I'm saying, in front of everybody. Oh my God. I'm so aggravated, but I can't focus on this. Y'all know I got asthma. I can't do it. I can't do it today. Meanwhile, oh Lord, we are in the home of Francesco Lombardi. Okay, I don't know why I think about Vince Lombardi every time I hear that name. I'm not even a football person, but we up in his house. We partying up. RSJ, with Tariq, he was like, Tariq, it was a good idea, to bring me out here. And of course, it's gonna be some point where RSJ is really gonna know everything that Tariq is into if he don't know already. But we playing along for now, okay? And so he was like, yeah, that's Lombardi right there. You know what I'm saying? He's the who's who up in here. So meanwhile, Effie, looking real cute, might I add, okay? She over there looking out for Braden, who's trying to find a listening device because Obi told them that it's in Lombardi's little, meeting room, what have you. So Braden's trying to find it, but it wasn't enough time because one of the bodyguards, who ain't bilingual apparently, catches Braden. And he pretty much said, you're not allowed up in here. Braden, of course, he's no smooth operator. He couldn't figure out a way to talk his way out of this situation. So he goes away. Bye-bye. And Effie's like, what the hell? Braden can't complete not damn mission. You are no Tom Cruise, bruh. Braden frustrates me. So Effie was like, all right, I got to put on my hat now. I'm trying to be cute over here in my heels, but now I got to go over here and find it. So she finds it because she kind of remembers where Braden was kind of looking at. So she puts it in her purse. Of course, another bodyguard comes in, was like, hey, you're not supposed to be in here. But she put on her womanly wiles, okay? And she was pretending to kind of be lost, like looking for Lombardi's like little private art collection. And he was like, well, it's not here. I'm gonna show you where it is. And I was just like, all right, Effie, show your feminine wiles. That's what I'm saying. Like, Effie is so versatile. Y'all can't F with her. I know y'all don't like her for some reasons, but I'm just saying Effie is that girl. I'm just saying. So back at the Tejada house, okay. Apparently, this is the first time Diana is welcome back to a family dinner. And I was nervous, y'all, because y'all already know how that last family dinner went. Okay. So Kay peeping. See, this is the part I'm talking about. And I don't want to compare characters. I'm just comparing the writing with Tommy. Like, they always had Tommy playing that smart dumb role. Like, he would be smart in certain situations and dumb in certain situations. And this is Kay. There's also low-key Monet as well, because she be smart dumb than a mug as well. So Kay peep how Monet over there just ice grilling Poppy. Okay, he done cooking everything. She was like, I ain't touching that near dish because I don't trust this fool. Okay. So he trying to lighten the mode. They over there talking about memories, and Diana gets up because she was like, Poppy, I don't have any memories of you. The only memories of you is that I, was going up there to sing to see you. And I was like, Poppy been locked up for 10 years. Diana, you a good, what, 19? You don't remember nothing at 10, 6, 7, 8, 9? I mean, I got memories stemming from when I was 5, 6. I'm confused, Diane. I'm confused. You have no memories of Poppy being free. But I feel you, girl, because I done took several trips to Sing Sing to see my uncle, and that train ride was annoying. So I understand. Y'all probably wouldn't even take the train. Y'all was taking the bus. But that whole, visitation situation, oh, God, I don't miss that, y'all. I don't miss that. I've been to all the jails. I done been to Sing Sing. I've been to Attica. I've been to all the prisons as a kid. So I get it. I get it, boo-boo. But, of course, they have a loving moment. Poppy tells her that she don't have to sell the drugs no more. Because the block getting too hot for Diana. Oh, this is so touching to the fact I was like, oh yeah, Poppy about to be out of here. We done had a cute moment with Kane. We done had a cute moment with Diana. We didn't have no true cute moment with your boy Drew because he over there busted it wide open. He too busy for Poppy apparently. But I'm like, yeah, Poppy. I can't even say his days are numbered. His hours are numbered at this point. Okay. But Diana, y'all pray for her. Because when she find out that Poppy is gone, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. So Kiki comes to Tariq and Effie's room looking for Brayden, okay? And Effie was like, girl, like it's past 5 o'clock. Why you open Brayden business? Like he here. Kiki looking real like good house mother over here, okay? Like big chaperone Kiki over here. She ain't playing with these kids, all right? And so she was like, oh, well, y'all been back for an hour. I'm like, dang, Kiki, you clocking them like that, girl? You clocking them like that? She said she ain't playing, okay? Uncle Luke probably told her, like, Kiki, you watch these young bucks. We don't trust them like that. So they was telling her like he over there still at the mansion, girl. Like, can you come back from 8 to 5 when you trying to find Brayden? But Kiki already knows. She got the file ready. She over there in her notes in her iPhone, and she jotting down everything that don't feel right about these people, okay? Because Kiki gonna be coming back with all the facts, all right? Meanwhile, Brayden over here low key getting their bricks beat off him. I don't know what was weird because we know the like hits were fake, but it looked fake too. It didn't even look real. I'm like, what are we doing here? But it was a cute, like, Mission Impossible like scene. Brayden, he refused to snitch. I appreciate that. But see, this is where the arrogance come from. He was like, I'm a Weston. I'm a Weston. I don't need anything. And I'm like, this ain't the time to talk about being no Weston, Brady. This is not the time. These people do not care, okay? And we already know you're a Weston because good old Lombardi done did the research. He said, I do research with everybody coming up in my house, bruh. So, yeah, I found you peeping up in my office. And then, the New York Times about, a couple months ago, I saw you was over here telling people that you over here being a big time drug dealer. So what's up? What's up? But he held it, 10 toes down, if you will. And he didn't divulge any information. What's up, Brillo? Yes, HEA is definitely giving me my office hours are from 9 to 5. Oh, Bianca, I can die. I mean, you definitely right. Do be having their comedic moments. What's up, Tony Porter? You said Kiki wants to get in on whatever Brady's into. She want money. Yeah, she want money and she want to know everything. Because Kiki used to know everything about this company. Everything Weston Holdings related, Kiki is abreast of. So now she got all these little elements that she's not aware of. It's a problem. So we gonna have to watch out for Kiki. I want to believe she gonna be a real one, but we just gonna have to see. All right. Hi, Aisha. You said Brayden is fine underneath his clothes. I wasn't ready for the white chocolate goodness. That body bang. I cannot. Yeah, Gianni always talking about he being in the gym, like the actor. So I wasn't surprised at all to know that, he was working out. And just his personality seems like, as a person, I'm sure he was definitely giving extra reps when he knew the scene was coming up. Hey, Monica M, you said, I hope Diana gets hemmed up. She always acting like she's going through so much. She needs to go through what they go through. Then she would sit down somewhere and go to school and stop talking. Oh, yeah, Diana about to feel it, okay? Because now that Poppy is gone, because it seems like he was approving of her going to school and probably paying for it. I don't think Monet gonna be here for it. So she gonna have to sell drugs for real, to make them tuition payments, okay? So she gonna be looking real shaky towards the end of the semester because she got to get that bread up, okay? Because she didn't have enough money for books. Books probably what, good 500. I don't even want to think about what the tuition is over there at Stansfield. So it's gonna be a lot. Hey Big Wolf, you said Kiki and Salim are working together. I like that. I like that. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see, but I won't be shocked, okay? Oh Lord, I've been here for an hour already. Oh my God. Let me stop running my mouth and get through this, y'all. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Let me charge my laptop. Okay. While y'all listen to this quick little commercial.
This Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. You are listening to the soothing sounds of Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. And the trappiest content you, yes, I said you, can listen to.
And please make sure y'all like this video, okay? Oh Lord, hold on. Let me charge this because oh Lord, I've been running my mouth, y'all. Think y'all still holding on with your girl 47 up in here. I hope to have 47 likes because it is free. I ain't asking y'all for a dime. And the least y'all can do is use that index finger to tap on that phone, tap on that tablet, tap on that laptop. And if y'all watching me on the TV screen, y'all can use y'all good old remote control to like the video as well too. Okay, there's no excuses. I'm just saying, help a girl out. I don't ask for much in the trap. I don't ask for much. So good old Monet, good old master manipulated Monet. Okay, so Gordo comes over for drill, and I love the fact that they addressed it. So now we know at least Gordo is out the closet in terms of Monet. Because I was questioning if he was out of the closet, if his family knew about him. So I'm glad. It seems though his family probably does. So she was like, "Be careful, my son," and she asked him as well about grief and everything. Long story short, Monet asked Gordo, "Does it get any better?" And she finds out that he's still upset and angry, and that he will slit the wrist of the person that is behind his daddy's death. So now we know Monet is calculating the plan up in that brain of hers. Okay, and I'm like, oh my God, Monet, you got a whole nother family wrapped up into your BS. Meanwhile, oh my God, this is another thing that frustrated me. Your boy Davis is looking at files from Whitman. Okay, it's stolen. We know all that. Sachs come in. We got some good news. We found a little constitutional violation when it came to Theo's case. So it looked like Theo about to be out of here. Not like dead, hopefully, but out of jail. But I have my thoughts about that. But Davis is so happy. He said, "You know what, Sachs, let's go out. Let's go tell Theo right now." Sachs peeps that Davis put the key to his locked drawer underneath the little mat thing on his desk. I'm like, what's the point of having a locked drawer where you're going to have the key less than 2 feet away? What? Davis, you represent all sorts of criminals. Is this how you rolling, bruh? You're not even gonna lock your office? I understand you gotta let the cleaner people in, but I mean, this don't make not a lick of sense. Davis, do you know who you're representing up in here? Do you know? You know yourself. You just looked at these files. I understand. I'm gonna just chalk it up to him being happy about his brother, but that's still no excuse, okay? I'm a little frustrated. So Sachs, he wiggles a way out not to go. He was like, you just tell your brother, y'all have a little cute family moment. I'm gonna do some work. And we also got to peep. Theo ain't getting out until Sachs files the paperwork. So Sachs, when are you gonna file the paperwork? Because we saw Sachs all day today chasing Jenny ass. Oh Lord, Sachs ain't gonna file the paperwork on time. It's gonna be a mess. So meanwhile, he texts Jenny. I got some, Davis got a copy of some stolen files from Whitman. She was like, oh, I ain't got time. Now he know how much of a hard on Jenny has for this whole case. And for her to blow him up and pretty much just blow him to the left, he was like, oh no, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I'm going to see about her right now. Right now, I'm over it. Pablo Sachs gets his feelings hurt every episode. I cannot. Big Wolf, he said David's not that stupid. He been on to Sachs, just setting Sachs up. Huh. I hope that's true. I can't rationalize that in my brain just yet in terms of this specific situation. Because it seems like, just negligence seemingly on David's behalf. But I won't be opposed to this whole situation, Big Wolf. I will not be opposed. Because power, they be powering up in here, okay? They be having me over here with the okey doke. They be playing with my intelligence. So meanwhile, speaking of intelligence, Tariq St. Patrick has the bright idea to use the recording of Lombardi as leverage to get Braden's goofy ass back. I would have been like, you keep Braden and it's recorded, okay? He's stressful enough. I'm good. Braden, you stay your behind in Milan for all I care, okay? So, we over here making an exchange. But before we do so, of course, Tariq got to get the blicky to the face. Because Lombardi got questions like, who you working for? You working for Mecca? Is he still around? It seemed a little more personal than business because we already know Lombardi is probably low-key the ex/baby daddy /husband, and Mecca probably the new boo, the younger, more muscular boo. So Lombardi probably been tight on, a little Mecca for a while. Long story short, we do the exchange. Noma had the snipers on deck. Lombardi, his crew, gone, finito, dead. I was like, okay. But Noma said, you know what? Tariq, you a little more genius than I realized. You know what? This trial, this 30-day trial I had y'all on, yeah, it's done. We're officially in there like Slimberry. She said, long story short, we gonna have a long, prosperous relationship. I said, we don't want that. No, but we don't want that. Can we be like Amazon? Can I go in here and end this trial membership and just end everything? I don't want that. I don't want that no more. We don't want no long relationship with you. We try to get out the game. So we already know for the next at least 5 episodes, we're going to have Tariq and Effie trying to scheme their way out of this relationship with Noma, because this ain't what we trying to do. This ain't what we trying to do. Oh my God. Oh. So Effie, she has some pivotal information. She peeped Lombardi's little personal art collection, and she finds a portrait of Noma, Lombardi, and a little girl, seemingly their child. Effie has an idea to use the girl as leverage to get out of the situation with Noma. Now, one, I appreciate Effie for having some type of leverage on Noma because we don't know ish about her. I feel like we're onto something, but we're going to have to tweak this plan because this plan as is definitely not a go. And Tariq was like, nah, girl, this chick is ruthless. Like, she don't care about nothing. She just killed her baby daddy. She would not have a problem killing us. But I feel like that since we have this information, there's a way we could possibly use it. It is going to have to be real intricate because Noma crazy, okay? So I appreciate it, but we going to need to work on this. We're going to need to work on this because this Noma ain't a regular chick, okay? She would kill you with no reason. All right. So the only thing I can see, if I don't know if you ever saw the movie Double Jeopardy, but if there's a situation where Lombardi had the little girl off somewhere without Noma knowing, and they find the little girl and give that information about her whereabouts to Noma, that's the only way I can see that's some leverage. But we still don't know, once Noma get this little girl, that she won't kill everybody. So I don't know, but I think we definitely gonna try to use this information. We just gonna have to see how. Meanwhile, Sax over there, where he should be, found the paperwork for good old Lord Theo. He over there stalking Jenny, and he peeped she ignored his call. So he was like, yeah, like a crazy ex, I'm gonna follow you. So he followed her. Long story short, found out that Lauren is still alive. And I appreciated Sax. When he was leaving, he told Lauren, Tariq loved you. He had nothing to do with your murder or fake murder. Like, he loved you, girl. So don't be thinking Tariq had anything to do with this. So I'm like, Sax, are we team Tariq now? Are we team Tariq, Sax? Let us know. Let us know if you gonna come to the cookout or not. Because I need to know. Please and thank you. All right. So, of course, Poppy, he comes forward and tells Monet the truth. And I appreciated it. But we had to get Drew beat up. We had to lie and pin the murder on someone else and have Monet killed him. But I know Monet ain't care about killing him. She probably wanted some target practice anyway. And Monet, of course, she was able to get her frustration out on Poppy. You know, she hits him. She curses him out. But not before Poppy said, look here, chick, I was wrong. But both our hands is dirty at this point, okay? So he tells her, hey, you're just as guilty when it comes to Zeke as I. And I agree. Monet had Zeke in the dark and brought him in this whole dirty, crime-infested family situation. But you wanted to separate the two, Monet, and that's just not possible. That's not possible. Now, should he have read the room and waited to discuss this information? I don't know, because we're dealing with Monet at this point. And he probably knew, like, there's no other time I could really tell Monet the truth. And he was real. Like, y'all got to be honest. Like, Monet not being real with Zeke, it cost Zeke his life low-key. Low-key. Because what did he give Whitman? Ramirez PBA card. No, we knew Ramirez was dead for weeks. But we didn't tell Zeke what was going on, or at least get the card from Zeke and say, hey, we can't use this no more. So there's things that just Zeke, he just got caught up. He just got caught up. He was innocent. Maybe Poppy could have delivered it better. But Monique needed to hear that. She needs to take accountability. And that's the thing. She's not taking full accountability of the situation. You could have let Zeke stay down south. But you did it. You wanted your son there. I'm not mad. You wanted your son back in your life. Cool. But when you have to know, Monet, when you in this life, you can't completely separate the two like that. That's just not possible. Yeah, Poppy was wrong because he was so trying to be the head of the household and take care of Mecca on his own. He shouldn't have did that, and it costed them. I feel like they both have to realize that they were wrong. I'm just saying. HEA, you are definitely facts. Monet is never in a good mood. Aisha, you said, I have to give Poppy an RIP shout out like Uncle Rome. Do I gotta eulogize Poppy? All right, maybe next episode I'll get me a little eulogy together, child. Even though I'm not as passionate with Poppy as I am Jerome, I could give him a proper send-off, I guess, next episode, child. Oh, Lord, we gonna have to see. Hey, Kay from around the way, you said, I feel you what you're saying, PJ, but Zeke didn't get caught in any drug-related issues. Poppy was emotional and killed him on accident. Like she said, he wasn't even supposed to follow her there. That's facts. But Zeke's parents are both murderous drug dealers. And we had this whole scheme to steal from Mecca and didn't tell Zeke anything about it. So Zeke is in these territories and these locations where it can possibly go down at, but he don't know nothing about what's going on. Now, if Monet was like, hey, Zeke, the block is hot right now. We got some things going on with Mecca. I'm going to need you to stay clear and far away from, like, that's the thing. It's like, I get what you're saying, came from around the way. I completely get your point. But at the same time, in terms of the bigger picture, like you and having Tariq around, it just wasn't a good idea. It didn't get a good idea. Oh, God. Support Gaming said technically Monet didn't lie when she told Evelyn that Lorenzo, it was just the wrong one. It was Junior that killed him. You want to talk about a loophole, Support Gaming, I guess. I guess when we talk about loopholes, Jacoby said Mecca was the biggest snitch of all time, and his son was Zeke, and he kept Zeke from coming home, hopping a jet, leave with him. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's association, unfortunately, when it came to Zeke. Oh God! At the end of the day, it's really Tariq's fault. If Tariq wanted to press Monet about selling the drugs, we wouldn't be in this. But then, do we really stop at Tariq? Do we really stop at Tariq? Because at the end of the day, Kanan was manipulating him the whole time. Are we going to blame Ghost? Because Ghost, he over there with Angie. Are we going to blame Tasha? Because she didn't want Ghost out the game. Like, it's a whole cluster F-U-C-K up in here. We can go round and round about blaming who is responsible for what. Because this is all a hot A mess. But we gonna move on, okay? Because Monet conspired against Poppy. She told Poppy to leave New York. She told him to leave New York, but she told him he wanted. See, this is the thing. She's so slick. And she told this man to leave New York, but she told him she needed his things to be out of her house that night. So technically, he still had time to get his stuff because he probably was thinking, hey, I got into the morning time. Yes, Poppy, when it came to a regular wife, but this Monet Tejada, you know she crazy. You should have packed a few things. Couple, get your toothbrush, toothpaste, get some drawers and an outfit, and you should have went to California. But we know that ain't how Poppy rolling, okay? New Yorkers in general, we've got too much attachments up in there. Like Poppy, all about family. He was not about to leave his kids like that. So she knew. She pretty much gave him an offer he needed to refuse because at the end of the day, Poppy wasn't going nowhere. And to prove he was so arrogant, he was at the bar. You at the family bar getting sauced up. And Gordon will slit you in the neck. And he placed you ever so properly right in front of Zeke's memorial. I said, how poetic is this? And then we got Monet over here. She get the confirmation text. Done. Thank you. And she got the little sinister, little smirk. I said, this chick right here. And so we got, now this done created a whole nother Pandora's box. Because now Gordo, oh my God. I like Gordo. Gordo is fire. I definitely like him as a character. It's going to be interesting. Because she done used Gordo for her dirty work. Gordo over here banging Drew. Oh, Lord. It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. Oh, my God. I cannot. Oh, Jesus. Meanwhile, Tariq over here trying to mind his business, have, good old dorm room sleep in that hard twin bed over there at Stansfield. And he gets a text from, a 917 number, a New York number. Said, meet me at the South Campus gate. So when I had my closed caption on, it says what, WHA, like what, who is this? But when I looked at his mouth, it looked like he said Ma. So I don't know if he thought it was possibly Tasha, because that phone, not too many people have that phone number. Or is this his regular phone? I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing myself. Anywho, he don't know who the hell texted him, but Tariq is in the underworld. So you just probably just got to show up to whoever texts you at this point, okay? So he goes over to the South Gate, get dressed. And so Lauren approaches him. He's like, Lauren, what are you doing here? Like, I don't know. Like, when I watched it a few other times, I don't know. Like, at first I was like, Tariq, I don't know. I don't like how I feel about this reveal. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say it was the acting. I don't know. It was just weird. But, maybe from Tariq's perspective, he didn't really know how to feel, how to act. Because I'm like, if my ex came to me at the South Campus gate with a hoodie on and he's supposed to be dead, I'd probably fall out. I'm just saying. I'd probably pass out because I'm like, what the hell? But long story short, Lauren said, hey, was it you? Was you really trying to kill me? Tariq was like, no, girl, you tripping up in here. Like, no, it wasn't me. So she tells him that, Effie was behind trying to kill her and that she been with the feds this whole time. Because he's like, girl, where the hell you been at? And Lauren opened her green mouth to say, mind you, with box cutter in hand. And I'm like, girl, this man done got 11 bodies. A box cutter ain't going to do nothing. Anything if he wanted to kill you. But go off, boo. I understand you're desperate. You hungry as hell. You probably ain't getting nothing to eat yet. So I'm gonna just say you're a little delusional at this point, okay, Lauren? But she told him, yeah, the feds, they investigated you. So me and the feds, we're not the only ones. We're not the only people you need to be worried about. So I'm like, Lauren, the fact that you just told this stone cold killer that you still low key about to be a witness in the prosecution of a future case. That wasn't smart, boo boo. That wasn't smart. And meanwhile, you knowing this man ain't had nothing to do with this. Oh Lord. So Lauren, I just don't know what to do. Now we seen the previews look like Jenny comes to Lauren. It looks like Lauren is at her family's house. And so she said she wants to get her old life back. But Lauren, see, this is what you don't understand. We got Tejada. We got Tejada over there thinking you dead. Tariq St. Patrick, yeah, he love you, but he love his freedom more. Effie, Braden, we got too many people over here not needing you to be alive. So count your days, Lauren. Okay, I'm gonna need you to go to Tasha the Witset and she can feed you spaghetti and broccoli like she feeding your ass because this ain't it. This ain't it. Okay, so he goes back to the dorm room. Effie wakes up a little bit. And, he was like, lying like Negroes do. Oh, I was just taking a walk. This time difference messing with a brother. And she was like, oh, I got something to tell you that I've been meaning to tell you. Things have been getting in the way. And so, of course, we're thinking like, dun, dun, dun. But I already knew better. She was like, I love you too. So, of course, Tariq got the face like, oh, my God, I got to go ahead and act like I'm winning an Oscar with Effie, knowing darn well I know Lauren alive. Lord, Tariq, what you about to do? What are you about to do, Tariq? Honestly, I feel like there's a way for Effie and Braden to rationalize what had happened with Lauren. So I feel like Tariq, I don't know, call me crazy, but I don't feel like he's going to be as upset with Effie as we feel that he should possibly be. But we're going to have to see. But Jay Watt said her sugar, Laura's sugar low, she don't know them. Oh God, Monica M, you said Laura ain't thinking straight because she can get her blind. She's like, I'm not feeling this, Bob. Y'all got me in, okay? Jacoby, you said it's fair game with Laura wanting revenge on Effie now. If she just shot and got rid of the body with Cade or Brady, they wouldn't even be in this situation. Dumping the body was too much. Yeah, I agree. The execution wasn't the best, but it happens. It even happened to Ghost when he tried to kill Kanan. But yeah, this is, I don't know. This is a mess. Jacoby said Tariq would have put two and two together already about Lauren's whereabouts. I low-key think she's going to save time or save his time. Oh, sorry, save his name. I feel bad for her low-key because she just got roped up in the crazy. Exactly, just like Zeke. Like the innocents, they always get caught up in the BS. I'm just saying. Lauren, where did you even get that box cutter? Where did you pick that up? You went to your neighborhood hardware store right after you got you a slice of pizza, girl. Let me know. Where'd you get that from? Because we know Jenny had nothing in her house. But y'all, that was pretty much it, y'all. It was a really good episode. I'm nervous what's gonna happen. Oh, the rest of the season, child. I mean, they got my pressure high. Laura sugar low, but my pressure is high. Okay. But please, y'all, do all the things for your girl. Please like this video. Please subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, I definitely would appreciate it. Please share me. Let's get in the comments. Let's have fun. Thank y'all so much for chiming in on the chat. I appreciate that. Hey, EJ. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Thank you, HEA. Yes, the season has been fired. Jacoby, let me know before we get out of here. What do y'all rate the episode? 1 out of 10. 1 from 10. Let's see here. What would I rate it? 1 through 10. I give it a good 8. 8.5. It was pretty good. One thing Power going through, they're going to entertain the hell out of you, okay? You're not going to blink, okay? You ain't going to blink long watch this episode because you're going to miss something. All right. Jay, what you said 9. Jacoby, you said 9. Blanca, hey, you said 4. You weren't feeling it. You thought I was feeling you. You weren't feeling it. Okay. Aisha, you said 8. Demarcus 9. HEA 8. EJ, you said 9. Mr. Jones 8.5. So for a mid-season situation, it was pretty much pleasing the people. Okay, I'm here for that. Tony Porter, you said Lauren not totally innocent. She was willing went after braided. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, before this whole thing, like, intentionally she got wrapped up in the situation, but yeah, she was definitely willing to clear her name. Okay, and I felt bad because really Bruchandria should be, up in this situation because she put them drugs in Lauren's desk. God damn, Bruchandria. Huh, we need to see more of her. I really like her on this show. But you're right, Lauren definitely. She was trying to save Tariq low key, but at the same time, she got caught up. And Milgram ain't help either. It was a lot. Lauren just wanted to go to school, get straight A's, and have a boyfriend. Maybe she gonna call her ex Malcolm back and get some normalcy. Maybe he'll kill Lauren for us. I don't know, child. Blazing Shadows, you give it a 4. Hey Daria, thank you for coming through. Jacoby said she was manipulated to get evidence on Brady because she was told it was protect. We're aware how we got here, but it's a goddamn shame at this point. Like it's a mess. It's a mess. Tony Porter said she could have told on the roommate, and they weren't even roommates. They were just in her room. Laura had a room by herself. That's the thing. But she was trying not to quote unquote snitch. She wasn't willing to snitch on the drugs, but she ended up just opening the whole Pandora's box when it came to Tariq and Brayden. See how things happen in Power? It's a mess. It's a mess, and it's so stressful, and I cannot deal. Okay, but y'all, I appreciate y'all coming through. Please do all the things for your girl. If y'all are here for the first time, please not also review Snowfall. Oh my God, it's about to end. Please also know that I review all the Power books. I also do a rewatch of the original Power. I'll be picking that back up in the summertime. Of course, so I review Bel Air. I'm working on that review, but please follow your girl. Of course, I'll have the movie reviews for the summertime. So yeah, we have fun up here in the chat. Please subscribe, okay? But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, and I will see y'all in the next one. Toodles.